Hey, what is up, everybody? This isn't really a planned video. I didn't really think that I would be doing this, but I'm here doing this, and as you can tell from the title down below, I am going to be giving my thoughts on it, and I have this article up. I'm going to leave it down below, and once I read it, you'll understand what the video is, even though you can tell from the title down below, but I'm just going to read this article. Let me just pull it up. So, the article is called Report. That's the that's the kind of website that it's on. WWE scrubs all mention of Hulk Hogan in wake of controversial N-word audio. World Wrestling Entertainment has reportedly removed Hall of Famer Hulk Hogan from its websites and online sources in the wake of a controversial N-word rant during a sex tape. Okay. Let me continue, because I can't really get it is pretty weird, but I'm gonna continue with this and see where it goes, because I haven't read this article yet. Things just keep getting stranger in the life of Terry Bollea, best known as the shirt-ripping professional wrestler Hulk Hogan, as Hulkster is set to go to trial in a $100 million personal injury lawsuit against Gawker Media, which posted video of a sex tape featuring Hogan. It's been revealed late Thursday night that World Wrestling Entertainment, or WWE for short, has scrubbed most mention of its Hall of Fame wrestler from the websites and online sources. According to wrestling news source on WWE.com, Hogan is no longer listed on the WWE Hall of Fame page, and all of his merchandise has also been removed from WWEshop.com. The only thing currently remaining that mentions Hogan involves WWE's upcoming Australian tour, which Hogan has scheduled to take part in as a general manager. However, when any attempt to access this page is made, a message appears stating, "You are not authorized to access this page." So this is pretty weird right here. I'm going to continue with this, and then I'll give my thoughts at the end. 7 pages of old Hogan's articles, however, still appear when using the search function of the site. Hogan, meanwhile, tweeted the following in the wake of the news. So this is a tweet by Hulk Hogan, also known as @Hulk Hogan. "In the storm, I release control God, and his universe will sail me where he wants me to be. One love, HH, double H, which stands for Hulk Hogan." And he posted this at 1:17 a.m. on July 24th, 2015. And there's more. Reports online claim that the reason behind the scrubbing of Hulk Hogan is an audio clip from an interview that's surfaced online. The radio clip occurred back in October 2012 and featured Hogan on DJ Woo Kid's radio show, Woolywood Shuffle, which aired on Eminem's Sirius XM hip-hop channel, Shade 45. And then there's a clip you can watch, and I would say what's in the interview, but it's going to tell me in the article down below. During the interview, host DJ Woo Kid brought up how Hulk Hogan has a history of calling everyone brother, and the conversation then skewed, I don't know how to say that word, into the infamous moment when Booker T called Hulkster a nigger on live TV. And then it has that clip. Well, and this is a quote from Hulk Hogan. "Well, Booker T used to do that to me, and every time I pull up YouTube, there's that famous thing with Booker T and his brother, is there, and they're all talking trash, and Booker T says, 'I'm coming for you, Hogan, you nigger,' and not nigger, he goes nigger," Hogan told DJ Woo Kid. Hogan then recounted his time living in Miami, all the rappers he'd bumped into, like The Game, Lil Wayne, etc. "And it's still so cool because the whole time I was down in Miami," this is by a quote by Hulk Hogan, by the way, so I'm just restarted. "And it's still so cool because the whole time I was down in Miami, when I lived there, everybody I'd walk into the DJ booth, and all of a sudden I bump into this guy, and the game's in the booth. It's all black, and he's got his BlackBerry, and I bumped into him, and he goes, "What's up, nigga?" And I say, "Oh, excuse me, bro." And he says, "No, it's all cool," said Hogan. He continued, and everybody's down there, Lil Wayne, Birdman, the all calling me nigga, and then I start saying it, and I always said it, but now of a sudden, I get heat when I say it, and they say, "Hogan, you can't say that." So I say, "Why can they say it to me then?" Which is a good point, which I'll get to that point. It's actually a good point though, because why can black people say it, but then it's a big problem if white people say it? I never got that notion. It shouldn't be said at all. If anything else, that's other sources, however, claim that the controversial racist audio that got Hogan scrubbed is in addition to the radio interview and comes from a legal deposition. In the ongoing Gawker case, the WWE has not yet responded to requests for comment and has yet to officially confirm the reason for erasing Hogan from their websites. Of course, it would be a bit hypocritical for the WWE to be offended by Hulk Hogan's boneheaded comments when you consider that its CEO, Vince McMahon, once called wrestler John Cena the N-word right in front of Booker T, who then turned to his girlfriend and said, "Tell me he did not just say that," which I did see that segment before, so, yeah. So this is now an update. This is but yeah, I totally agree with, though, you know, with that part of the article right there, because, let me just kind of get my thoughts about this. So Hulk Hogan is going to be erased from WWE websites. He's not on the Hall of Fame page anymore. He's not even listed as one of the judges on Tough Enough anymore. And I just think that's really weird. I understand you shouldn't be saying that word, but, you know, WWE has been racist. We and James talk, you know, from Weymouth Youth Wrestling, which you can subscribe to that channel up there, or James Hebert, which you can subscribe to that channel on there, talked about how WWE has a pretty racist problem. They've never had a black WWE champion, and I mean WWE champion, not World Heavyweight Champion. And no, The Rock doesn't count, because The Rock considers himself Samoan, not black. So, that doesn't count. You know, they have that. They've pretty much use all the black wrestlers like crap. They don't push them at all. And, you know, it's just weird like that. Alberto Del Rio got fired. I know this has nothing to do with blacks, but this still has something to do with Mexicans. Somebody said something racist about Mexicans, and Del Rio got pissed about it, and he got fired for that. So, I don't know what the hell the WWE, and WWE's done it. Triple H has said the N-word to Booker T many times, and like you said, Vince McMahon did the same thing to John Cena, so I don't really get what the whole thing is. Like, WWE is pretty much being hypocrites here. I totally agree with this article right here. So let's continue with this. So this is the update. Now this is updated. The National Enquirer and Radar have reportedly published portions of the transcript and the article, which the site's allege is currently still under seal in Florida court, stems from Hogan's ongoing sex tape drama with Gawker Media. In the audio, the sites report that Hogan complains to the woman on the sex tape, Heather Clem, about an unnamed black billionaire man who offended him to fund his daughter's music career. I mean, and this is what he said, I guess. I mean, I'd rather, if she is going to fuck some nigger, I'd rather have her marry an 8-foot-tall nigger worth $100 million like a basketball player, he reportedly says. I guess we're a little racist fucking nigger. Okay, that's a little bit fucked up, but there's more. A representative for the WWE says that the organization has fired Hulk Hogan, releasing the following statement. WWE terminated its contract with Terry Bollea, aka Hulk Hogan. WWE is committed to embracing and celebrating individuals from all backgrounds as demonstrated by the diversity of our employees, performers, and fans worldwide. Which isn't true. like I just talked about, so I just find that weird. And Hulk Hogan has released the following apology to People magazine. 8 years ago, I used offensive language during a conversation. It was unacceptable for me to have used that offensive language. There, it is no excuse for it, and I apologize for having done it. This is not who I am. I believe very strongly that every person in the world is important and should not be treated differently based on race, gender, orientation, religious beliefs, or otherwise. I am disappointed with myself that I used language that is offensive and inconsistent with my own beliefs. I think, is there any more? And that's it. That's the end of the article. This is just like a hunk of bullshit, though. WWE just came off as a hypocrite right there by that statement, and I just talked about the whole statement. They don't push the black wrestlers. They don't even push any wrestlers that are from Asia. You know, the only wrestlers they really push are whites, Canadians, and maybe sometimes the Irish. WWE has that same racist problems. It's probably worse than Hulk Hogan's. Hulk Hogan slipped up. So that's it for Hulk Hogan, I guess. I don't really know what his future is. If we're gonna see him back on TNA again, because he might have to go there again, or if we were gonna see Hulk Hogan, I don't really know what the future holds for Hulk Hogan anymore. I was actually kind of enjoying his run in WWE. I've lost a lot of respect of Hulk Hogan because he's destroyed two wrestling companies, WCW and TNA. But Hulk Hogan just, Hulk Hogan. It's a lot. This happens a lot with Hulk Hogan. But the thing is with Hulk Hogan, WWE has the same mistakes, and I feel like Hulk Hogan maybe eventually will be back with WWE. I'm not really sure about that yet, but this is just weird. Other than that, that's pretty much my thoughts there. This is just a weird turn of events, and do I think Hulk Hogan deserves to be fired in these circumstances? Hell no, because I can understand WWE doesn't want a guy there that's going to make these racist comments. It's going to look bad for their publicity. But WWE has these same racist problems themselves. It's probably a little bit worse than Hulk Hogan. Maybe even more worse. So other than that, that's pretty much it, guys. You can subscribe to my other channel, Owen the Talkinator, where I talk about non-wrestling things, and CM Brothers down below, where I talk about both. That's pretty much it, guys. You can click down below to subscribe to me and tell me what you think about this whole Hulk Hogan thing. Maybe it's just me, but WWE is worse. I just feel that way. But that's pretty much it, guys. Maybe they'll hire Hulk Hogan back after things cool down. I'm not really sure, but that's pretty much it, guys. Talk to you guys later.